Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Fluent English Academy, your place to learn simple and natural English for real life.
Here, we help you understand real English conversations and speak confidently in your daily life.
So if you've ever felt confused when speaking English in real situations, don't worry, you're in the right place, and we'll make it easy for you.
Yeah, and in today's lesson, we're going to talk about something very common in everyday life, your weekend plans, because this is something you use all the time with friends, family, or even coworkers.
Exactly. Like someone asks you, "What are you doing this weekend?" and you suddenly feel stuck. You know what you want to say, but the words just don't come out naturally.
Or maybe you try to explain your plans, but it sounds too direct or not very natural in English. That's what we're going to fix today.
First, you're going to listen to a real lifestyle conversation between two people talking about their weekend plans. Try to imagine you are part of that situation.
Then we'll break that conversation down step by step so you can clearly understand the useful phrases and how native speakers actually use them.
And finally, we'll help you practice speaking so you can use these expressions in your own real-life conversations without thinking too much.
So just relax, follow along, and don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on understanding the natural flow of English.
All right, so while you listen, try to notice
How the speakers talk about their weekend plans when they are not fully sure,
what phrase they use when suggesting doing something together.
and how they naturally change or adjust their plans during the conversation.
Don't try to understand every single word. Just listen for the main ideas and the natural expressions they use.
All right, let's go into the conversation now.
Hey, Jake, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Not really. I was kind of thinking of just staying in this time. What about you?
Well, I was supposed to visit my cousin, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh, really? What happened? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just feel like I need a break, you know? It's been a long week.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you just want to do nothing and relax.
Exactly. But at the same time, I don't want to waste the whole weekend either.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like you want to rest, but also do something enjoyable.
Right. So I'm kind of stuck in between.
Yeah, that happens. So what do you usually do on weekends?
Honestly, it depends. Sometimes I go out with friends. Sometimes I just stay home and watch something.
Yeah, same here. It really depends on my mood.
Exactly. Like today, I can't even decide what I feel like doing.
Hey, why don't we do something together?
Like what?
I don't know, nothing big. We could grab some coffee, maybe go for a walk, or something simple.
That actually sounds nice.
Yeah, just something chill. No pressure, no big plans.
I like that. I think I need something like that.
Or if you're not in the mood, that's totally fine too.
No, I think I need that. It will be good to get out a little.
All right, cool. Maybe Saturday afternoon?
Saturday should work, unless something comes up.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it flexible.
Wait, actually, I might have dinner with my family that evening.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We can keep it short then.
Yeah, that works. Just a couple of hours, maybe.
Perfect. So, coffee and a walk?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice. I'll text you the details later.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
All right, that was the conversation.
Now let's break it down so you can understand and use this English in your daily life. So let's start with the first sentence from the conversation.
Jake says, I was kind of thinking of just staying in this time.
Now here, the key phrase is, "I was kind of thinking of."
Jake uses this phrase because he's talking about a plan, but it's not fixed. It's just an idea in his mind.
Exactly. This phrase means you have a plan or idea, but you're not 100% sure about it.
And this is very important. We use this instead of saying something like, I will stay home, because that sounds too strong and final.
Right, but when you say, "I was kind of thinking of," it sounds softer, more natural, and more flexible.
You can use this when your plan is not decided yet, or when you want to sound casual.
For example, "I was kind of thinking of watching a movie tonight."
Or, I was kind of thinking of going out, but I'm not sure yet.
Now, let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. I was kind of thinking of just staying in.
Once again, "I was kind of thinking of just staying in."
Now say it in a full sentence. I was kind of thinking of going out this weekend.
Good. Keep this phrase in your mind because you'll use it a lot in real conversations.
Now let's move to the next sentence from the conversation.
When Emily says, I was supposed to visit my cousin, but now I'm not so sure.
Here, the key phrase is, I was supposed to.
Emily uses this phrase to talk about a plan that was already decided before, but now it might change.
Exactly. This phrase means something was expected or planned, but it didn't happen yet, or maybe it won't happen at all.
We use I was supposed to instead of saying I planned to because it shows there was an expectation, not just a simple plan.
Right. It often sounds more natural, especially when you're explaining a change in plans.
You can use this when something didn't go as planned or when you're unsure if it will happen.
For example, I was supposed to study, but I got busy.
Or I was supposed to meet a friend, but we canceled it.
Now let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. I was supposed to visit my cousin.
Once again, I was supposed to visit my cousin.
Now say it in a full sentence. I was supposed to go out this weekend.
Good. This is a very useful phrase when you're talking about plans that change in real life.
Now let's look at another sentence from the conversation.
Emily says, I just feel like I need a break, you know?
And the key phrase here is, I feel like.
Emily uses this phrase to talk about her personal feeling in that moment. It's not a plan, it's more about her mood.
Exactly. I feel like means you're expressing what you want or how you feel right now.
We use this instead of saying something very direct, like, I need a break, because this sounds softer and more natural in conversation.
Right. It makes your sentence sound more personal and less strong.
You can use this when you want to talk about your mood, your feelings, or something you want to do.
For example, I feel like going out today.
Or, I feel like staying home and relaxing.
Now let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. I feel like I need a break.
Once again, I feel like I need a break.
Now say it in a full sentence. I feel like watching a movie tonight.
Nice. This is a very natural phrase that native speakers use all the time.
Now let's move to another sentence from the conversation.
When Jake says, why don't we do something together?
And the key phrase here is, why don't we?
Jake uses this phrase to suggest an idea in a friendly and natural way.
Exactly. It's a very common way to invite someone or give a suggestion without sounding too direct.
We use why don't we instead of just saying let's because it feels softer and more polite.
Right. It gives the other person space to agree or say no comfortably.
You can use this when you want to make a plan with someone or suggest doing something together.
For example, why don't we go for a walk?
Or why don't we watch a movie tonight?
Now let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. Why don't we do something together?
Once again, why don't we do something together?
Now say it in a full sentence. Why don't we go out this weekend?
Great. This is a very useful phrase for making simple and natural plans with people.
Now let's look at another sentence from the conversation.
When Emily says, that actually sounds nice.
And the key phrase here is, that actually sounds nice.
Emily uses this phrase when she hears an idea and realizes she likes it, maybe more than she expected.
Exactly. Actually here shows a small change in feeling. Maybe at first she wasn't sure, but now she likes the idea.
We use this instead of just saying, that sounds nice, because actually adds a natural reaction. It makes it feel more real and expressive.
Right. It shows that your opinion changed at that moment.
You can use this when someone suggests something and you realize you like it.
For example, that actually sounds fun.
Or, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Now let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. That actually sounds nice.
Once again, that actually sounds nice.
Now say it in a full sentence. That actually sounds really good.
Good. This is a simple but very natural way to respond in conversations.
Now let's move to the last sentence from the conversation.
When Emily says, Saturday should work unless something comes up.
And the key phrase here is, unless something comes up.
Emily uses this phrase to show that her plan is okay for now, but there is still a chance it might change.
Exactly.
This phrase means everything is fine, but if something unexpected happens, the plan can change.
We use this instead of just saying, I'll be there, because this sounds more flexible and realistic.
Right. In real life, plans are not always 100% fixed, so this phrase helps you sound more natural.
You can use this when you agree to a plan, but you want to keep a small condition.
For example, I'll join you unless something comes up.
Or, I'll come to the party unless something comes up.
Now, let's practice this together.
Listen and repeat after me. Unless something comes up.
Once again, unless something comes up.
Now say it in a full sentence. I'll be there unless something comes up.
Great. This is a very natural way to talk about plans in real life.
Now let's do a quick practice so you can start using these phrases yourself.
Imagine this situation. Your friend asks you about your weekend, but your plan is not fixed yet.
Pause the video and say your answer out loud.
You can say, I was kind of thinking of staying home this weekend.
Or you can also say, I was supposed to go out, but now I'm not so sure.
Good. Now let's try another situation.
Imagine your friend gives you an idea and you like it more than you expected. What would you say?
Think about it, pause the video, and respond to it.
You can say, that actually sounds nice.
All right, one more.
Imagine you agree to a plan, but you want to keep it flexible. What can you say?
Think about it and say it out loud.
You can say, Saturday should work unless something comes up.
Nice. Try to say these sentences naturally. Not too fast, not too slow, just like a real conversation.
And now that you've practiced a little, let's go back and listen to the conversation again, this time with a clearer understanding.
This time, don't just listen for the story. Focus on how these phrases are used naturally in the conversation.
Notice how the speakers talk about plans that are not fixed,
How they suggest ideas in a relaxed and friendly way.
and how they respond in a natural, real-life style.
All right, let's listen again.
Hey, Jake, do you have any plans for the weekend?
Not really. I was kind of thinking of just staying in this time. What about you?
Well, I was supposed to visit my cousin, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh, really? What happened? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. I just feel like I need a break, you know? It's been a long week.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes you just want to do nothing and relax.
Exactly. But at the same time, I don't want to waste the whole weekend either.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like you want to rest, but also do something enjoyable.
Right. So I'm kind of stuck in between.
Yeah, that happens. So what do you usually do on weekends?
Honestly, it depends. Sometimes I go out with friends. Sometimes I just stay home and watch something.
Yeah, same here. It really depends on my mood.
Exactly. Like today, I can't even decide what I feel like doing.
Hey, why don't we do something together?
Like what?
I don't know, nothing big. We could grab some coffee, maybe go for a walk, or something simple.
That actually sounds nice.
Yeah, just something chill. No pressure, no big plans.
I like that. I think I need something like that.
Or if you're not in the mood, that's totally fine too.
No, I think I need that. It will be good to get out a little.
All right, cool. Maybe Saturday afternoon?
Saturday should work, unless something comes up.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it flexible.
Wait, actually, I might have dinner with my family that evening.
Oh, okay, that's fine. We can keep it short then.
Yeah, that works. Just a couple of hours, maybe.
Perfect. So, coffee and a walk?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice. I'll text you the details later.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
Nice. Now you can see how these phrases are used naturally in a real conversation.
And now, let's move forward and practice using them in a similar situation.
This time, the situation is a little different, but the idea is the same, talking about weekend plans in a natural way. Just listen and notice how the same kind of phrases are used again.
All right, let's begin.
Hey, Emily, do you have anything planned for Sunday?
I was supposed to go shopping, but I'm not really sure anymore.
Oh, you're not in the mood?
Yeah, I just feel like taking it easy this weekend.
Yeah, I get that. Why don't we just do something simple then?
Like what?
Maybe we could go to a quiet place, grab something to drink, just relax a bit.
That actually sounds nice.
Yeah, nothing too busy, just a calm day.
I like that idea. I feel like I need something like this.
Same here. So, Sunday afternoon?
Sunday should work, unless something comes up.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it flexible.
All right, just text me in the morning so we can confirm.
Sure, I'll message you.
Perfect.
All right, nice and simple.
Now you can see how the same phrases can be used in a slightly different situation.
And this is exactly how you build confidence, by hearing and using the same patterns in real-life contexts.
And now it's your turn to speak.
Don't just listen here. This is the part where you actually start using English.
All right, I'll give you a situation, and you pause the video and speak your answer out loud. Try to use the phrases we learned.
So think about this weekend. What are your plans? Are they fixed or not?
Think about it, pause the video, and say your answer out loud.
You can say something like, I was kind of thinking of staying home this weekend.
Or, I was supposed to go out, but now I'm not so sure.
Now imagine your friend suggests an idea to you. How would you respond if you like it?
Go ahead, say it.
You can say, that actually sounds nice.
Or, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Now imagine you agree to a plan, but you want to keep it flexible. What would you say?
Think about it.
You can say, Sunday should work, unless something comes up.
Good. Try to answer these questions in your own way as well. The more you speak, the more natural your English will become.
And if you really want to understand real English and start using it confidently in your daily life,
Make sure you subscribe to Fluent English Academy and keep learning with us.
because here we don't just teach you English.
We help you actually use it in real conversations.
All right, before we finish, let's quickly recap what you learned today.
Today you learned some very useful and natural phrases to talk about your weekend plans.
Like, I was kind of thinking of,
I was supposed to.
I feel like,
Why don't we?
that actually sounds nice.
And unless something comes up.
These are simple phrases, but they can make your English sound much more natural and real.
Try to use them in your daily life, even in small conversations.
And now, let's wrap it up.
We hope this lesson helped you feel more confident when talking about your weekend plans in English.
Remember, you don't need perfect English. You just need natural and simple expressions that you can actually use.
So keep practicing, keep listening, and try to use these phrases in your daily conversations.
And if you want to keep improving and speak English more confidently,
Make sure you subscribe to Fluent English Academy and join us for more real-life English lessons.
we'll see you in the next video.
Take care and keep learning. Bye.